Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. The CCNA, this is a big topic, and I think you may struggle right now because the CCNA is a big certification if you are starting in IT, and I think you need to have some tips to make sure you get your CCNA. So, in this video, I want to share with you advice that I wished I had when I start my Cisco certification journey. To give you a little context, I have passed my CCNA, CCNP NCore, and CCNP NRC in just 1 year, so it was a long journey, and I take multiple setbacks along the way, and I think starting a video on how to get your CCNA could be great. So I'm sorry if my English is not perfect. I am a French guy, and I try to be as much comprehensive as possible. So let's start. The first CCNA tips I can give you, the first one, which is a more important part of your Cisco journey, and I am serious about that, it's to schedule your exam. You need to schedule your exam. When I started my CCNA, I was wondering, okay, how do I start? How many times it will take, etc., etc. The first thing you need to do is to know that the CCNA will take time, but the first part of getting your CCNA is to go on the Cisco website and take your appointment. This will help you to engage you in the path and force you to study. When I pass my CCNA, I take 6 months because I don't have, back in the day, I don't have a IT background so far. So I say to myself, okay, I will pass my CCNA in 6 months. And that's it. I go to the website and I schedule my exam. And from this day, I know that I have to put a lot of effort, because in 6 months I will be on front of the desk and do the exam. So this is my first tips, because if you don't schedule your exam, there is a big chance you will never schedule your exam. In my school, when I was in school, in my French IT school, many people start to say, yes, the CCNA is good, I think I will do it, but you don't need to think, you need to make an action. So the first action I can give you to do is to schedule. Schedule will be the best step to get your CCNA. So you schedule your exam, you put money on the table. When you put money on the table and you schedule the exam, you will be on a position where you can fail. Because if you have put a lot of money, you know that you need to succeed. Because if you don't succeed, you need to go after again and again on the CCNA path. So it is not something you want. So schedule the exam is the first tips. The second tips I will give you. The first tips is to be consistent. So consistency is really important. When I passed my CCNA, I used to pass it with my best friends. So this was great. I was consistent. Every day I would study a little bit, and it is the most important part. You need to be consistent. You can just be like, okay, I want to have my CCNA. I want it, yeah. but I will study one time a week. It's not possible. You need to study almost every day. Every day is perfect. You don't need to study 10 hours a day. This is not the objective here. You need just to study consistently on the objective. So this is the second tips I can give you, and we are going to the third tips, which is the third tips is knowing how to progress on your journey, because the CCNA will test you on three things. The first thing it will test you is, I can call it listen, but it's not listen, it's just a theoretical stuff, like, did you know RRP? Did you know DHCP? You need to understand the concept, and the concept can be learned by using YouTube videos, course, etc. They will explain the technology first, they will explain the technology, and after be able to understand the technology, you need to apply it. And when you apply and practice is where you will learn, really learn. So the first step is get the theoretical knowledge in your mind, and secondly, lab. You need to lab. You need to exercise every concept you see. You need to be able to go on a packet tracer or a simulated environment that will make sure you get your hands dirty. You need to be able to sit and take a lab and finish the lab. It will be scary at first, because when I was starting, I didn't even know what an IP address was. I didn't even know. So it will be scary, but you need to do it. You need to make the theoretical stuff, then you make the practical stuff. And the last part of the CCNA is to be able to answer the question. On your CCNA exam, you will have about 100 questions and 3 to 4 labs. So the importance here is to be able to practice yourself. And practice yourself is possible with questions. On the internet, you can type CCNA question, you will see there is a bunch of questions everywhere, and the important part of the question is not the question itself. The question is not important. The thing you need to understand is that Cisco will test you, and you need to know how Cisco will put you in a situation. You need to know which type of question you will have. So it is really important, the three parts, the theoretical stuff, the practical stuff, and then you need to understand the question. And the question you will be able to understand if you practice with resources. So hopefully you will join Ping My Network, because we have all three, but it's just an example. There is many resources out there, so it's not a problem. The last tips I want to give you guys is time. The CCNA will take time. For sure it will take time. For me, it has taken maybe 6 months. 6 months of study, and I was really I was not good at all at the beginning. I didn't know what a switch was or router was. I did not know anything, and I wasn't in a good position as well. I wasn't a guy that was already working. I was a student back then, and I didn't work in an internship to learn. I didn't have a job. I was just a student, and it was hard at the beginning, and it should be hard. You don't need to be afraid of the hardship you will encounter in your path. So it will take time, and don't view the time as something bad. Okay, because anything that is worth pursuing will take time and will be hard. Because when it is hard, you are challenged, and the first things I think I have understand on my journey is that to progress, you need to be able to handle the pressure of being tested, because you will be tested on the Ccna exam. You can fail, but it's not important. You need to continue to grind and to be able to pass at the end. This is the most important part. So it will take time. You need to be consistent. Right now, if you are really serious about getting your Ccna, you need to schedule your exam right now. You don't need to wait. Like if I want to go to the gym, I don't want to say, okay, I will go to the gym, but in 6 months. No, you don't want to go to the gym in 6 months. You want to go to the gym now. So get your schedule right, and be consistent. Do the lesson, the lab, the question, and understand that the progress will be slow, but it will be doable. So I think it's finished for me. I want to make more video, because I think this video is pretty raw. Like I am in front of you and say all this stuff. But remember the 4 parts, and I will make sure to make more video like this in the future. So have a good day. Bye bye.